Hello, all you beautiful people. Fellow worker here, coming to you from Iqaluit, Nunavut at 11 p.m. I'm going to do a summer series showing you the midnight sun coming out here each day to see how the light changes. Very exciting. On or around the solstice, I will do a live event. I'm going to pick the best weather days, so I can't just say June 21st right now. We want a nice, clear day where I can show you the sun setting. So during this series, I'm going to talk a lot about what it's like to live here and the things that I love about it. Today, the thing that I love about Iqaluit is the way that the sun changes. I've never lived anywhere, down south. When we say down south, we mean in Canada or in the US. Down south, you look forward to the days getting longer in the summer and get a couple extra hours, and they get a little short in the winter. You go to work, it's dark. You come home, it's dark. Here is a whole other level of dark and light, and I really like it. It really challenges you to live a different way. Your circadian rhythms, they change. You adapt like an animal. You adapt to your environment, and I've never had to adjust or adapt to changing light. It feels like it just challenges your dominant paradigm. Everything that you knew about life changes when you get 24 hours of daylight or 24 hours of dark. It's really neat to not know what time it is. Again, that's something you might get used to down south. You look outside and you're like, oh yeah, it's about this o'clock. Here you can't always do that, especially this time of year. Now when it's daylight, it's super lovely and I get super jazzed and buzzed on the daylight. But the opposite is true. In the winters, it's very low energy. You do a lot of staying indoors and going within. And there's nothing wrong with that. So a quick little lesson on light. I have to read this off my paper here. So today's lesson on light is about different types of twilight. So on June 21st, in Iqaluit, the sun will set at 11 and rise at 2:11. Today, the sun is setting at 10:21 and rising at 2:43. But as you can see, the sun has set, and it is like this twilight, like a dusky dawn. So did you know that there are several kinds of twilight? So going from when the sun is up, the first form of twilight is called civil twilight. And that is when the sun is 6 degrees or below, 6 degrees to 0 of the horizon. The next kind of twilight is nautical twilight, which is from 6 degrees to 12 degrees. Then we have astronomical twilight, which goes from 12 degrees to 18 degrees. And 18 degrees or more, when the sun is below the horizon, you have night. So from now to summer solstice, we have no night, no astronomical twilight, no nautical twilight, only civil twilight. Currently, we have 4 hours and 21 minutes of civil twilight, and that's what this is. And what's cool about it is wherever you are, you will get civil twilight when the sun starts to dip below the horizon. But you only get it for a very short period of time. And I think that's what really fascinates me about this, is you get this for 4 hours now, or like 3 hours during solstice. So that's my update for today. If you ever get a chance to challenge your body and go to a place where the sun rises differently, I really encourage it. I have loved the summers. The winters are challenging, but the only thing constant in life is change. And when you live here and the sun changes this way, and the daylight and the twilight, you're kind of more in flow with that web of life. See you tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe and hit that bell. if you'd like to get a notification about my 20 days of the midnight sun.